a due battle between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should... have opted for the touchback
at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
J.K. Dobbins.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
He may try and run for this. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
3-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, what a juke into space. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. First down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
It's over. It's over.
And
Let's
all
dominate.
the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
First down, Detroit.
From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Galladay, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Galladay. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. He finds Latavius Murray. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Jackson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's
the Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll run. Murray. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aaron Lynch in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. On the delay, this is Murray. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Play action. It's Jackson. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him up?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go play action with Jackson. Going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a 1st-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his 1st interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his 1st career interception.
Check. Fresno. Check. 55. Hey, middle. 55 to Mike. They can't hang with us. Mike by 5. Mike. Hey, report. Check.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Tracy Walker in on the tackle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Still 9 remaining on second down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
Pass complete to.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as out.
It's 4th down.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Number 21,
Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
He was brought
But sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete.
Jackson.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
44-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit.
Complete.
Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
His kick is...
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Check nickel. Sponge. No.
From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Jackson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
From the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets by defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Going deep for Diggs. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Jackson.
7 yards, the pickup there.
TJ
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, he'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Gets it quickly to Galladay.
Jackson.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 16-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score, Ravens 28, Lions 21.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
That's the reason you ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. At just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff to Ingram, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ball carrier.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Hey, report.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Off the play fake. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
Makes the score Ravens 35. Lions 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out right at the 35. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
The Lions 1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. That's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. To throw again is Jackson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Complete to
Calvin Ridley, 34 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got a touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. I got you. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Got the screen, too.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
On first down, it's Ingram. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
At the Lions' 41-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Ingram again. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on